3 hours of head bobbing? How about that? How about 3 hours of head bobbing? What do you think?
I could go for it.
How many times do you think I can get away with making that joke?
All of the times.
All of the times?
Plus 3.
That's so many times. Plus 3. Hello everyone, greetings from another world playground. I am Sleepy Mata Riku, and I'm here with Mindless Final Fantasy Night. Don't laugh at me, I'm sleeping. I have no energy. I wanted something mindless for tonight, so I'm just gonna do some Roulettes on Final Fantasy. Call it good. I've never streamed this before. I've been kind of hesitant to stream it. I don't really know why. But that's a thing. And I have brought with me today a goober to babysit me while I'm not feeling super energetic. You're here to carry the stream. It's all on you today.
Hello from Gooberland.
Hello from Gooberland. I had to move my chat. I had to move the chat on screen over. Oh, it's Faye. Hi, Faye. Our free company just moved houses, so we're in a new house spot tonight. And they were like, come look at the new house spot. So I'm gonna look at the house spot before I start my Roulettes. Have you seen the new house spot yet, Goober? Garby?
I never saw the old one. I'm all lazy and haven't been on.
Garboober? Garboober?
Gorboober?
Garboober?
I should probably come check it out.
When I first joined this free company, they were in the goblet. Oh my god, there's so many people in here. And you get away, and you get away, and you get away. I wave at everyone, they all wave at me. God, you're so big. Why are you so big?
Look at all these shorties.
Oh, it's Arya. I haven't seen Arya in a while. Hi, Arya. Oh, she's cute. I haven't seen all these people in a while. It's been a while. Why is everyone so freaking cute? Everyone is so cute. The old house was in the goblet when I first joined the free company. The old house is in the goblet. I've never been a fan of the goblet. I don't know about the, I'm not a fan of Oda. Hi, Academix. How are you? He says butts. Can you be butts? If you ask someone how they are and they say butts, is that a state of existence? Can you say how are butts?
I'm pretty sure my entire existence is butts.
These stools are little, these stools look like little, what's the word? Macaroon? Dragon butts. That's the name of the free company. I don't like the goblet though. I've never been like a big fan of, Oda. I know a lot of people really like it. I'm not a fan. So I'm glad they moved the house. Oh, Arch's shark input downstairs. One free company room left for small plot. More to come. For some reason I didn't realize that the larger plots had more rooms in them. I guess I should have. That makes sense anyway. This wall is fake and I put the books instead. That's really cool.
So many books.
So as a person who has designed houses before, the little inset bookshelves are cute. I like these. I don't know how they did those. That's kind of cool. Old plot. Luckily sold to a big company. Oh, we would help them out. That's cool. There's like 9 people jammed in like this one little space. So many people jammed in one small space. It's like a party almost. Oh, I stepped into... Oh.
I'm gonna eat all the donuts.
I had broken physics. Oh, I'm so brain dead. I have no brains. My brains are all gone. I shapeshifted into humanoid form this morning, and I did not include them.
Oh no. Maybe Space Monopoly until sunrise wasn't the best idea. But it was fun.
And then I bashed my elbow today, and it hurts. It's all bruised.
Is that where your brain is? Was it in your elbow and now it's broken?
No. Who would shapeshift their brain into their elbow? That's just silly. Everyone knows you put it in your shoulder.
Oh.
Ha ha ha. Honk, 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 honk. Alright, I'm going to do my expert.
My song.
Anyone wants... I'm gonna do expert while you figure yourself out, and then I'll pick you up for the other ones. What all do you have to do? 80 and downwards?
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm good while you do expert. I'm trying to figure out what's happening in the middle of this room.
You do have expert or you don't have expert?
No, I do not. I still haven't caught up.
Okay, so you need 80 roulette and downward.
Yep.
My elbow hurts and my back itches.
I don't think I can help with either of those.
Hi, Fruit Puncher. This is the Fruit Company house of the Fruit Company that adopted me. Because I didn't play Final Fantasy for a very long time. Like, probably over a year. I've been gone from the game for like a year or so. Because I had a falling out with my old Fruit Company, and several people I thought were my friends turned out not to be my friends. And so I stopped playing for a long time. And when I came back to the game, actually no, wait, before I came back to the game, when I started streaming, I met a few other VTubers, and they kind of adopted me, and they're like, if you want somewhere to change servers to, if you want to come back to the game, you can join our free company, and I'm like, okay, so I went ahead and joined their server, and joined their free company, and started over with a new server. Well, I to start over, like, with character. This is my same character. I've had this character since I played the game. But I started over with a new attitude on the new server, so... And they adopted me, so this is our free company house. And I've only got, I think, 2 friends that play for my old server. Barbie and somebody else who's not on right now, I don't think. Oh, Zamia's on. Well, no one answered me for expert, so I'm just gonna go ahead and queue.
Good luck. I'll cheer you on from the sidelines.
I'm going to DPS because I don't feel like... I could tank or heal, but, if I don't feel like babysitting people right now, so I'm not gonna do either of those. I've heard very much. I've heard rumors. I'm not gonna substantiate anything in particular, but I've heard rumors that, Final Fantasy has had a lot of fallout from, WoW over the last, like, year or two. And a lot of them are, like, very, very toxic, very bitter WoW players who don't want to stop playing WoW, but didn't like where WoW was going or whatever, so they started playing Final Fantasy instead. And again, I don't have any, like, first-hand information, like, I'm not substantiated or anything. All these rumors, so I don't have any way of backing this up, but just from what I understand, from what I've heard, a lot of the WoW player base in general has become extremely toxic. So we've gotten them on Final Fantasy, and I know for a fact that Final Fantasy has attracted lots of crowds, because for the first time in, like, from, like, ever, I think, the first time ever, I think, Final Fantasy XIV's total subscriber base surpassed WoW's. So that's a thing that happened, I guess. So we've got all kinds of, like, salty WoW players in Final Fantasy right now, and I don't feel like babysitting them, so I don't want to tank. That was a very long-winded way of saying I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Which is kind of sad in a way, actually, because I started out my Final Fantasy XIV career doing a lot of, tanking, and then I ended up picking up, DPSing, as everyone does, and I didn't heal for a very long time. I was afraid to heal. I was way too afraid to heal. I'm like, I don't want the whole party to collapse under damage because I can't keep up, and it kind of scared me. It kind of, like, it just scared me. I don't know. I didn't want to. And it was so funny because I had so many friends, all of whom were like, we're too afraid to tank, so let us heal. And I'm like, wait, hang on. Like, it was completely backwards from what everybody else is saying. But I did eventually pick up healing, and I practiced it a lot. And so now I'm comfortable in any role. I just don't want to babysit people. I don't feel like it right now. Boo says he's heard various accusations of WoW trying to copy some aspects of Final 14's story and image too, like locations and settings and stuff. I hadn't heard that rumor. I hadn't heard that rumor, but I would believe it. I stopped playing WoW. God, when did I stop playing WoW? I played WoW literally, I had, okay, here's something you might not know. I had I had an invite to the closed beta when WoW first launched, like, ever. And so I played in the very original WoW beta. I got it from a friend who got it from someone, kind of thing. And it was, oh, thank you for that. Look at over here. Um, and I played WoW for a very long time. And I stopped playing. I don't know, probably 4 years ago. I want to say 4 or 5 years ago. I haven't played in a very long time. And then about 3 or 4 years ago, I started playing Final Fantasy. So, and I know that they've been suffering from like writing problems and like employment problems, people not wanting to. I know they fired a bunch of people at one point in some of their other departments, laid them off for other game development sides. I don't know if that affects the WoW side or not, but I know they've done a ton of things. I know they've been through a lot of stuff, so it wouldn't surprise me if they've been like going downhill. And lots of people, I know lots of friends who used to play WoW and don't anymore. So it wouldn't surprise me in the least if WoW has been suffering and Final Fantasy's been doing better, and they decided, maybe we should. It's kind of the same thing in like regular business competition too. Like, you see your own business, if you're an owner of a business and your business isn't doing well, and then you see another business that is doing well, it's kind of normal in like regular business too, where people are like, oh, we should probably do what looks like it's working. It's shameless ripping off, but I don't know if I can. So I don't believe it was happening. I just don't know if I can. I don't know. I can't speak to it. I don't know. Yeah, humans do weird things, okay? I'm just saying. Humans do weird things. We're gonna try healing tonight, baby. According to a podcast I listened to, who has much greater insight than me, almost no one used to work at Blizzard still works there anymore. Oh, I've heard that too. I've got a couple of friends who have played WoW very, very, very recently. They don't still, I don't think. Maybe they do, I don't know. Hi, but one of them was like always like kept up on like media information and news about WoW, Blizzard, things like that. He was like a Blizzard fanboy for a long time, like a lot of years. He was like a stout defender of Blizzard and like, oh, they're just going through this or that trouble, or they have this or that problem, yada yada. And now even he has turned on them. He's like, no, I can't follow what they're doing now. But I heard from him the same thing, that a lot of the writers and a lot of the production crew have all changed over. Especially after, oh, what was his name? I forget his name. There was one guy who was like, what was our team doing? What was his name? There was the Blizzard CEO. The guy that, like, ran the whole shebang. I think he founded the company or whatever, like, he retired or something? He stepped down. I forget his name. Hi. Oh, and then it is all off balance. There we go. I have such a hard time remembering notable media figure names. This dragon is trying to like use his little eyeball on me, but I'm in range person. I have to stay close to him to get the bonus, but I'm on red rings. I need to be a distance. I've never considered myself like a big media person. Like, I don't really know like the news of the land kind of thing. Like, I'm not like somebody who like knows all the things about like this person and that person and company news and media releases, press releases, all that kind of stuff. I do know that there are a few things about Blizzard as a company that there are some people who disagree with those things. And I don't want to be a channel. I don't want my channel to be like dissecting like media information or company decisions or any of that kind of stuff. Like, I'm not here to question games or question production decisions or media or any of that kind of stuff. I'm not going to judge PR. I'm not going to critique any of that kind of thing. There's plenty of channels that do that, like review channels and things like that, and I don't want to be one of those. So I'm not going to get too much into it. But I do know that in general, there are some decisions that Blizzard as a company have made that directly contradict decisions that other parts of the Blizzard company have made. Because from what I understand, their different teams for the different games don't interact with each other, do they? I don't think they interact with each other. Like, people working on Blizzard, like on WoW, don't necessarily talk to people that are working on Diablo, that kind of thing. So I think that they'd like contradict themselves before by like saying one thing when the other team's like, no, we're doing that, or whatever. And so I know that they don't have any real internal infrastructure, or the best anyways. And I know that their overseas presence is questioned pretty heavily scrutinized by a lot of people. And again, I'm not going to pick it apart, but I just think like I personally don't want to follow Blizzard or play many Blizzard games anymore. I used to play WoW, I don't anymore. That's pretty much all I'm going to say about that for the purposes of being nice and professional. Because I'm such a professional and all. Oh, my minute's all out of whack again. What do I cast? I need to cast. I need to fix my mana. Here we go. I've never played it with headphones before. I always play with headphones. This is how this is for me. This is my natural state with this game. This is why we've been in dungeons before, Blue, and you'd like see me drinking or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I heard that coming. Sometimes I don't even see an attack coming, I just hear it coming and I can turn. Especially in some of the bigger fights, like with some of the raids, like hear the attack starting to go off before I see any of the markers or whatever on the ground. Messed up. I thought it was the right angle. Oh, I should be watching my thing. I have my back to it. This dungeon is one of the new expert dungeons. Oh, that's right, you play on PS4. You can get headphones for some TVs though. Oh, very well, God, I thought she was going to do dungeons with us. Oh well. Maybe she'll come back. This is one of the new expert dungeons from the patch 5. What are we on? 5.5, 5.6, I forget. We're on 5.5 or 5.6, but this is one of the new. In the entire time, since the before times, since everything got shut down by the worldwide issues, and production on every game and movement everywhere kind of slowed down for a while. There's only been one. I think there's only been one patch update to Final Fantasy 14 that time. So there wasn't really a lot of catch-up work I had to do when I got back, and this is one of the new things. There's been 2 dungeons since then. Hearing was bad. Keyboard sounds too much. Sound effects. Music gets kind of caught up in all one big blob of sound. A blob of sound! That's an interesting measurement of sound. A blob. One blob of sound. One blob. Oh, good luck, you're good. I always forget that a lot of consoles have USB ports. I don't know why. I've never had purpose to use them before, so I don't really pay attention to them. I think they're for like, usually for like internal storage extension, right? Like, or not external storage extension, right? For hard drives and things. I know there's a lot of people out there who like modify their consoles. They do console mods, and I've never been brave enough to want to try to do that. I don't know anything about that. I don't think it would occur to me either, to be fair. Like, I don't think that, like, I don't think a lot of people, like, have, like, a computer, peripheral, and think to themselves, hey, what if I plug this into my, like, console? That wouldn't occur to me. I wouldn't think about trying it. If I wanted a peripheral for my console, I would probably go on to, like, Amazon or something, or go to the stores, like, electronic department, and be like, hey, I'm looking for, like, whatever for my, whatever console, like, a keyboard for it or something. I'd probably buy, like, an OEM or something. I don't think I'd want to risk buying, like, third-party, like, console things, because I'd be afraid I'd mess it up somehow. Oh, this fight bothers me. I'm probably gonna die in this fight. I need to move in. Because if you don't know what you're doing when you're modding, like, a console or something, you can really mess it up, I think. Ah, kaboom! I did one kaboom. Oh no. I got the marker. Oh, someone's gonna get blown up. Oh, it's me, I'm gonna get blown up. I went to the wrong area. Usually he does the center first. Why didn't he do the center? only done this fight a handful of times since I've been back because the expert roulette. So I did it once for the story, and I've only done it I think a couple times since I've been doing roulettes again. Because I've only been back to the game for like a week or something. And every single time I've done this fight, when he does that big like arena cover, and you gotta go stand in line with circle shrink so you can stand in a safe spot. Every single time, it's always been the center first. So I'm with the center like by like reflex that keep on thinking about it. And then he did it like this time, and it was the outside edge. So it's always the outside second, I thought. So I didn't know it wasn't fixed because I'd always seen it the same way before. Oh, this is going to go badly for me. I'll go over here and chase this nail. Oh, this is this. There we go. Uh-oh, our tank's gonna die. Why do you have the tank go down? Did the tank do something dumb? This time it's the center. I already have that, I'm wearing that right now. Oh, it's fine. Alright, I'm gonna go in here and... Birdie,
Yes.
I'm going to turn my mic onto, I'm gonna turn my mic onto, voice recognition for a while so I don't have to try to hold down one button while on my keyboard while I'm trying to do other MMO buttons.
Makes sense.
Bum bum. Invite to party. And... like, everyone said they were gonna go with for... a bunch of people said they were gonna go with for roulettes, and then, like, everybody bailed.
Everyone just kind of disappeared. But I'm still here reading my fancy glow book.
Fancy glow book? What's in your fancy... oh my god, that book's huge. Is that the fairy book from the Fairy Reputation? Or from the fairy...
I don't remember where it's actually from.
Oh. I don't really like darkness classes, so I have no idea where the books come from. But it's got kind of like a naturey, like, fairy sort of the energy around it, so I assume it's from the fairyland somewhere. Blue's like, I forgot that Corby grinded out literally all the reps ever, and I'm sitting here like, Corby grinded out literally everything ever, like, all
Oh yeah, I
the
did
reps,
every single side quest.
all the reps, all the beast card things.
I have a problem,
You crazy?
okay?
You crazy man. Corby has probably done dungeons from the blue quests in this game that I've never even seen before. Blue's like friggin' maniac trying to 100% MMO.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me.
Alright, so you're gonna try to heal, are you?
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? We all die?
I mean, yeah, that's probably the worst that can happen. Alright, I'll push for 80 if you want to do 80 first.
That works for me.
Oh, look at that big giant thing! Instant healer too.
I'm helping. Maybe, we'll see.
Maybe we'll see. I like this dungeon. I am offended that the other DPS are things also. I don't know why, but I'm always unreasonably offended when the other DPS is the same class as I am. There's no reason for it, but I don't like it.
You'll just have to outdamage him and show him who's boss.
I don't really know how to tell, aside from just watching the way the health bars are moving. I know there's some way to like, there's some kind of way to get like damage meters somewhere, but I don't know how. Spaghetti Western music. Thanks, Blue. Does this sound like spaghetti Western music to you?
No, it does not.
Doesn't sound like spaghetti Western music to me either. Oh, no. Do they have the same sword I do? Hang on, I'm gonna riot.
Time to throw them into the pit. There can be only one. Barely have to even touch this tank.
Hang on, I have to look at this sword range. Oh no, it's not the same sword as me. Okay, I feel a lot better now. Blades Temperance, 535. Good lord. I have super high level gear. I'm not gonna outdamage them. Oh. I didn't move out of the way quick enough.
Neither did I.
Do you think when you come back you're gonna specifically name Mechanist? Face rock boss buttons covered. From what I understand, Mechanist actually got heavily favored when they did the class rework, so I don't think that's a bad idea. I've heard tell from a couple different people who still play Mechanist that's actually really good right now. Kirby, did you let the thing out of the cage?
Not on purpose. I don't remember any of these mechanics. Are you kidding me?
I never quite got the hang of Mechanist. It was never quite my cup of tea. I remember having kind of like a struggle when I was leveling it. Like, it wasn't bad by any means, and eventually I did get the kind of the hang of it, but while I was playing it, I was kind of having a little bit of a rough time. I guess we're switching sides now. I didn't have as bad of a time with Mechanist as I had with some of the other classes though, so there's that. That's a thing. I think probably Mechanist is like kind of middle of the pack for me. I don't like it more than a lot of things, but I also don't really dislike it either. If I didn't have any other race options, I could see myself playing it. I think I'd play it before Bard.
I haven't really gotten to try it out much myself, but it seems like it could be pretty fun.
It's got a really cool vibe to it. I really enjoy kind of like the whole it's really cool because you get like a little I don't know what to call it. It's like a little bullet satchel or something that like has your things. Like it's supposed to hold your bullet shots. And it kind of like dangles on your hips, kind of like a really cool like reload pouch or something. It looks really neat. Why am I taking this thing?
I don't know.
Blue says it's basically one main rotation. Always apply bonus crit to throwing pins. Slide in any other damaging buttons between main rotation while you go. Okay. Why am I thinking again? Every time I don't tank, I wish I was tanking. And every time I heal, every time I tank, I wish I was healing.
fall asleep. We're fighting a boss.
Ah! I don't need to be here. This isn't important. Or my presence in this dungeon is not important. It's not. Because isn't important.
We need you to help bop the thing.
Yeah, but if I wasn't helping bop the thing would still eventually get bopped one way or another.
I don't know. With me healing, we might die before then.
Oh, you're doing fine. You kept me up while I was taking different mobs, so I should be fine. Um, I should probably not be explaining this in general, just because now people can see how I very suboptimally operate my classes.
I don't know. The bad guys are dying. I think you're doing fine.
Yeah, but they're not dying optimally.
Thank God no one can see how I'm playing. Into the green goo.
No, it's just that if I'm not tanking, I wish I was tanking, because I'm usually very critical. I've spent a lot of time tanking, both in this game and WoW. To the point where I was kind of the only tank in my friend group on both WoW and then later on Final Fantasy XIV. For the longest time I was the only tank that we all knew, so I was kind of like the main tank for our group. And then, it was like a very long time before somebody else decided they wanted to start tanking me. So I spent a very long time actually like doing a lot of tanking, so I tend to be very critical of tanks when I'm not tanking. So it's just that when I am not tanking, I tend to watch and I'm like, I'm gonna start tanking because the tank's doing this, I don't agree with it, and they're doing that, I don't agree with it, and why they pull this, why am I face checking that, like all this other stuff, so it's like, I don't know, I nitpick it, but I don't like to nitpick it, I shouldn't nitpick, I should be nice. I should be nice. I should be nice. I should be just nice and sit back and not worry about it. But if I was taking it, I would have to worry about it, so. But then when I am taking, like, I'm usually annoyed at my healers. And I'm like, I've also got, like, a good healer. But I tend to be, like, watching my health bar non-stop. And as a tank, you don't really want to have to be worrying about your health bar. That's not your job. So if I get back healers, I get annoyed. I'm like, oh, I wish I was healing now. Oh, I missed. Oh no.
You're fine.
I tried to pull a really cool, I tried to pull a really cool displacement and get out of all the AoEs, and I just hit the wall. I missed. I made your job harder. Blue says that he's a very average tank, and he claims he's to have a knack for it like I do, but I don't think think that tanking is hard. I think just a lot of people let themselves get overwhelmed by the magnitude of like, oh god, if I let anything slip by, people are gonna die, and it'll be all my fault, and oh no. And I think a lot of people get bogged down with the enormity of the task of tanking. Kind of like psych themselves out a little bit, you know?
I know I do.
I don't think anybody should use this thing if they kind of try to keep that in mind a little bit. They don't have to worry about. They don't have to worry about that so much.
Pew.
The only job about tanking, the only thing about tanking, okay, look. Tanks have two jobs, okay? There's two things a tank is supposed to do. You're supposed to keep aggro, and you're supposed to control the pulls. That's your entire job as a tank. And you're not, in theory, in a perfect world, in an ideal situation, you don't need to worry about your health bar. You don't need to worry about anything like that. You don't need to worry about what the party's doing. You especially don't need to worry about what the party's doing. All you really need to worry about is holding aggro and facing the boss away from everybody. Controlling trash pulls so that they're not in danger of overwhelming things. And every now and again, depending on the circumstance, throwing out a stun here and there if you need to stun something. So, tanking is really not as big a deal as a lot of people think it is. Really all you have to do is just throw yourself into things. But then you end up with these people who assume the tank is their job is to... The nitpick that I have for a lot of people is that a lot of people, in particular DPSers, who only ever watch DPS, they think that the tank's job isn't to hold aggro. They think the tank's job is to pick up aggro, and they will go around pulling everything they want to. And if the tank doesn't drag everything off of them, then they think it's a bad tank. But as I mentioned before, controlling the pulls is one of the tank's jobs, so if I'm tanking and somebody's pulling ahead of me before I get there, once is an accident, I can get that, I'm not really that fussy about it. Twice is kind of maybe an accident, but if I get somebody that keeps pulling and pulling and pulling ahead of me, I will just let them tank. I won't talk off them. I'll just let them die. Ha 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 ha. Ah ha ha, maha, maha, maha. Not over there, Gardner, it's hot.
Be alright. See?
Oh, I bumped my back. Come on the side.
Boink.
Did that make a lot of noise? I'm sorry.
It just made a funny boink sound.
What?
No, I don't want to get lasered.
Oh, I got the there. Thank you for parking. I am not gonna calm the tank because he kept letting me paint things. Haha. I think back when I played, I psyched myself out too much worrying about what other people were thought of my thinking skills. Nobody cares about your thinking skills, Blue. That's not to be mean either. I'm not saying that about you specifically. I mean, in general, people don't care about what the tank is doing as long as the tank is holding aggro. No one cares. No one's gonna know what rotation you're doing. No one's gonna judge you for if you use a skill outside of any other skill or out in any particular order or anything like that. Nobody's gonna care about your rotation or if you mess it up or anything like that. The only time you might get like a little bit of flack for a skill is if you don't use your cooldowns. Then your healer might get annoyed at you depending on how good your healer is. Or depending on how hard the dungeon is. But nobody cares what you're doing other than that. As long as you're holding aggro, nobody's gonna notice you care. Which kind of gives you like a buffer to like... It kind of gives you a buffer to the rest of the party, like... Some people might think that is mean, but I personally think it's kind of liberating. Because like, if I mess up, I don't have to worry about somebody noticing. Because no one's watching what I'm doing. Everyone's too busy worried about what they're doing. Do you want 50, 60, 70, Gordon?
Sure, but I'll change to something that actually needs experience.
Okay. In that case, maybe I'll tank. Nothing. I need to heal. Repair. I need to get more dark matter too. Ready? Ready?
That means yes.
Junbi dakimashita ka? What means yes?
My song.
Oh. I'm zoomed out. Okay. Oh, there it is. I can hear it now. You might recognize this particular ditty that Garvey is playing a rendition of from the Ghostly in Phasmo. We call it Donk. Donk. How come tank Q not as fast as heal Q? It said healer. It said tank was adventure need. Why did that instant pop? Oh well.
Discrimination against tanks.
I think it's
Want me to shoot the
discrimination
Q?
against Mikote. It must be discrimination against Mikote. There's my kitty. How are you gonna shoot the Q?
Heal? I'm a man of many talents, you see.
I see. Oh, Blue, is there anything that I can do? Since I'm gonna queue as a tank probably for the next several roulettes for Garvey. Is there anything I can do to kind of show you anything? Is there anything you're curious about? Oh, Garvey, they made a change to striking dummies. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Watch this. So, like, you hear the danger music, right? Because we did the attack, right? Right. So now, if you, with it targeted up at the top of the screen where its health bar is, right-click on its health bar, and click on Reset Striking Dummy Enmity.
Oh, neat.
Now we're out of combat. We don't have to go into a house or something.
That's nice.
I know. That was such a pain in the butt before. Oh, Blue, I was saying that if you wanted me, since I'm going to probably tank the next couple of roulettes for Barbie since he's going to be leveling something. So if you're curious about anything tanking related, if you want to see me do anything or explain anything or show anything, I can do that for you. If this queue ever pops up. Did anybody come back? Nisha and Kage come back, but they're in a thing already.
There it goes.
Why nobody ever came back? Everybody's like, hey, we should do things, and they all disappeared. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna run expert now, and nobody answered. And then I'm like, okay, and then while I was an expert, everyone vanished. Oh, I love this dungeon! It's one of my favorites!
Hey. I don't remember it. Yet.
this one. This is a Stormblood dungeon, and I've always really loved Stormblood dungeons. Stormblood is my favorite expansion. And Blue's like, I miss Stormblood. I did too. I miss Stormblood a lot. I really love Stormblood. Stormblood was the golden days for me.
I really like that expansion a lot too. That was my favorite.
I started playing just towards the end of like Heavensward, like right when Heavensward was like first starting to wrap up. Like right as the you know how every expansion, right, has like the pre and post stuff, like you finish up the expansion, like the main expansion things. Like we're in right now actually, like at the time of this stream, we're doing it right now where we're in patch 5.6, so like the next expansion is coming but hasn't launched yet, but the last expansion has ended, right? Like in between expansion times. So I started playing during the Dragon Song War, right after Stormblood ended, but before, or right after Heavensward ended, but before Stormblood started. So I was just starting to get the game figured out and get my sea legs, as it were, when Stormblood launched, and that was just like my favorite time. Who says, what are my opinions of running through a dungeon you're not familiar with on tank? I don't really like to, personally. Not because I don't trust myself as tank, but just because I like to get a feel of the dungeon before I do. So I usually will try to go through as a DPS first, or sometimes as a healer if I really have to. I don't like to do anything important, because sometimes you'll get like dungeons, you'll run across dungeons where like there's a unique mechanic to it, or sometimes there's like a trick to one of the boss fights or something. So I try not to tank dungeons blind, but if I need to, I will sometimes. Like if somebody's like, hey, we're gonna go to this thing, we really need another tank. Like I did it before, there's been a couple of like trials, and one or two actual dungeons too, where I did do that, like I went in blind. But it was only because like, it was like a one-off kind of thing. Because like the free company I was in really needed it, or some friends really needed it, or something like that. I think the thing about... Oh, I dodged that, come on. I turned around. I swung my whole camera around. I think the thing about tanking blind dungeon tank, is that you really have to be hyper aware of where the enemies are for your first run through if you've never gone through before. Purely because you want to make sure that you don't get any patrols, like, that come up from behind. Because some dungeons will have, like, random patrols, like group of monsters that don't just stay in one spot, right? They move around a little bit sometimes, up and down hallways or whatever. And you really want to make sure that you don't, like, you're not focusing on one group of enemies, and then another one comes up from behind and you weren't expecting them. So that's kind of like the only thing I would really suggest about blind dungeon tanking is try really hard not to like get out of position with groups of monsters. But in general, most people are pretty understanding. If you go into a dungeon and you're like, hey, this is my first time here, most people will understand, oh, then you're gonna probably go through a learning curve. And if you get hit by a mechanic you weren't expecting, then it's probably not a big deal. Some people are jerks. There's always a jerk that doesn't like to have to deal with it, but for the most part, people are pretty okay with it. So I guess the short answer is, I don't like it, but I will do it. But if you ever get the option to like run into a dungeon, to take it for the first time you're gonna take it, if you can go through the DPS once or twice first so you can kind of get a feel for where the pulls are. Anytime I go into a dungeon I've never been in before and I'm DPSing, I'm always watching where the tank is going, what they're doing, where their pulls are, like what they're paying attention to. That way I know for when I come through the tank later.
I got an achievement for that guy.
Oh yeah, good job. The downside to what you're talking about, Blue, is that the unfortunate reality is that the only way you can ever learn how to tank a dungeon is to tank a dungeon, so there's always probably going to be like some degree of like concern or anxiety with regards to not knowing where the pulls are or not knowing where the mobs are, that kind of thing. At least when you've gone through it only once or twice, but that's why I go through the DPS first. That way I can learn where all the mobs are. Learn the layout of the dungeon, learn the mechanics for the bosses, that kind of thing. Because when you really boil it down to it, like I was saying a little while ago, when you really boil tanking down, the only two things you really need to worry about are keeping threat and pointing monsters away from the party. So when AoEs go off, they go off towards you, and the party doesn't have to worry about repositioning. Except on monsters, except on bosses like this one where there is no positioning and he's not gonna move no matter what. As long as you use your cooldowns and you point monsters away from the party and don't lose threat, then nobody's gonna be mad at you. And if you're worried about like learning the dungeon too, if you have to go in blind, for example, let's say that you don't think DPS at first, or you don't know the dungeon well enough or whatever, if you tell the party when the dungeon first starts, oh, I haven't been here in a long time, probably gonna feel slow, whatever, then everybody should be pretty understanding. I don't think I've ever had anybody get mad at me if I said, hey, I don't remember this, give me a second to reorient or whatever. And really pulling slow just allows the healer to put up my DPS too. Like, yes, things can die faster if you pull more things, the DPS can work harder. But also, if you're pulling slow, then the healer isn't having to worry about healing you as much, and they can put out DPS too. So, there's kind of two sides to every coin, you know? There's always going to be one or two people that are just a jerk just to be a jerk, I'm sure, but you don't have to really worry about it in general. Yeah, Shadowbringers was really bad about people wanting to non-stop pull everything. It felt to me like the rule in Shadowbringers was wall-to-wall pulls. Like, everybody just wanted everything pulled all the time. And I think that's only gotten worse because of the WoW players. Ow, my tie! Good lord. Ow, 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 ow. I think it's only gotten worse from the like WoW players who have joined over the years. Like, nobody wants to wait. Everybody gets so annoyed if you take more than like a second or two. I guess I kind of developed a thick skin with regards to tanking. Like, if people like don't like the way I'm tanking, I'm like, that's fine, whatever. Like, people getting annoyed with me is not gonna make me tank any differently. If they don't like the way I tank, then give me a tank. And that's
It's
actually
always
happened to me.
important to realize that it's their problem, not yours.
Well, they can either, like, it really comes down to a simple choice. Like, if they don't like the way you tank, they can either drop the party and re-queue and wait for the entire queue again, or they can just deal with it and get through the dungeon. And I have actually gotten voted out of, like, parties before for taking too slow, quote unquote. People were like, oh, you're not playing fast enough, you're not playing fast enough. They're like, we're gonna take longer, and I'm like, no, we're taking like a second or two, it's not that big a deal. And like, I actually got voted out of a party one time because, like, first of all, the healer stopped healing me, and then I was like doing too well. I kept managing to work through the pulls, and then they were like, oh, well, we'll just vote you out. So as soon as the timer ran out, they voted me out. And I'm like, okay, well, have fun. Have fun waiting for 30 minutes for another tank kill. Like, the amount of time, it didn't make any sense to me. They just did it on a spite because they were being jerks. Because, like, the amount of time it was going to take them to have to sit in queue to wait for a whole new tank to pop up, it was, like, going to offset any amount of time they let us save for me pulling another second or two faster. So it didn't make literally any sense. They were just being meanie butts. But that's kind of the thing, is there's always going to be a meanie butt here and there. Like, nobody's ever going to be completely, like, you're never going to, like, have a completely flawless run through this game, like, or any game, I don't think. There's always going to be somebody. There's always going to be some jerk just wants to poop in everyone's stew.
Yep.
Well, even with that loot, even with, like, healers not healing well enough for you, I appreciate the sentiment that I was the only healer you trusted, but I've never been, like, a super amazing healer either. Like, I can do well enough to get through things, but the thing about tanking and trusting your healers is that if you wipe and it wasn't your fault, then it was the healer's fault, and then you don't have to worry about it because people are going to be mad at them and not you. The important thing to know is that, like, if it was the important thing to know is whose fault it was. Long means moving. So, as long as you were doing what you needed to do when the light happened, then you can't get mad at me for anything. Short means move out. stop. I was trying to read. Oh no. Remember to try to keep these guys to... We want these guys to die as close together as possible, Birdie. So try to keep their health like similar. If you see them like running way too low, switch. This one. Not this one. There we go.
Yay!
Right. Okay. Lovely roulette. You do a lovely one?
Sure.
This one said healer need instead of tank need. Maybe I should heal. Oh well.
I ate a chocolate.
A chocolate? I want chocolate. Where's my chocolate?
Well, I still have 1,681 of them that you made me.
Oh, in game. I was thinking out loud. I'm like, I want chocolate.
Oh god, I wish I had some in real.
I don't understand about dungeon.
And this one I kind of remember.
Going back up 2 levels, I lost like 2 skills. Oh no. Let me get a quick gauge of my healing so I can use that. 276 bucks. 270. 270 gear level. Oh, my healer's like not super leveled in anything. I will go slow and careful with him. I try to do a quick examination of all my... If anybody like when I'm taking, I try to take a quick examination of my healer. Or when I'm healing, I try to take a quick look at my tank and see like, kind of like gauge like, what's their gear level? How leveled are they? Look at their search info, how many other things at their level. Just to kind of get an idea of like, how experienced they might be at the game. That way I don't push too hard if they're kind of new. This healer seems kind of new. We've got one character that we've got Dragoon at 80. But that's it, everything else is 60 or below, and only like 3 other classes are open, so... And this is their only healing class, and all their gear is 270 something, so I'm gonna get kind of slow with them. It's a complete assumption because it could be an ox for all I know. They've got experienced the game and I just don't know it. But not a safe, I'm sorry. And I've had viewers before too say that I could pull faster if I wanted to. And if they tell me I can, I will. But yeah, it's nice courtesy. Also, we didn't get the we didn't get a noticeable thing at the start of the dungeon saying that anyone was new, so at least everybody should have done fights. Big lazy, big lazy.
Ow, I'm on fire.
You should not be on fire.
Oh, is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, try not being on fire.
Oh, this is working much better. Thank you.
No problem. We all partner. Ichi no Kuru wa I wonder what Kuru is supposed to mean in this case. Kuru could mean going. Ichi no Kuru. First river. The first river or something. The first something ever.
Well, we're standing in it.
Kuru. Unless Kuru is supposed to be a proper name I'm unaware of.
Well, that could be.
It's the first river of something. those lyrics.
Is it time to amputate?
I don't know, maybe I might lose the whole arm.
Oh no.
Something wrong.
Destructive vroom vroom approaching.
Destructive vroom vroom. He zoom, he vroom, but mostly he boom.
Oh my god.
Do what?
It's very fitting. I like it.
I make that kind of joke all the time. And you laugh every time. Like it's the
I
first
do.
time you heard it.
I
Like it's the
I
first time you
enjoy it.
heard it. Woo! I'm thinking right here in the big bumper laser because you guys are both ranged. Everybody here is ranged except me, so I can do it wherever I want.
Freedom.
I just realized I haven't been using my damage skill. Oh no. Oh no no. Oh, please tell me this is enough. Woo! Aha, you bumper. Ha ha ha. I really went bling.
Oh no. Our healer's not supposed to go boom boom.
He did a bumper. He went bling. I have a damage boost skill that I have not been using the whole entire time. Worst tank ever, 0 out of 10. That's the kind of thing that gives that's the kind of thing that gives, dragons bad names.
It's so true, though.
I mean, yeah, but... Here's a question. Most things only have about 3 defensive cooldowns. Do you use them in any specific way? Yes I do. Actually, I use them in a very specific way. So, most tanks have a couple of their own CDs, which are like class specific for them. And then all of them have a couple more CDs, like the Rampart. So what I usually do is I divide up my bars, and everybody I think divides up their bars in a certain way. And I have a certain way that I like to divide my bars. So I put all of my attack-based skills on my lower bar. I put all of my utility skills, like my heals or attack increase skills, buffs, self-buffs, that kind of thing, on my second bar. And then I put all of my roll-related things, like my drinking CDs, on my upper bar. And then what I do is, whenever I'm pulling, when I'm going through a dungeon like this, I will usually I'll look through my skills and I'll see which ones do it. So like, for Gunbreaker right here, I've got Rampart on number 1. Rampart is a 20% damage reduction, and that's just raw damage. And then I have this skill, which is a level 6. It's the level 6 Gunbreaker cooldown, which is Camouflage. And it increases parry rate by 50% while reducing damage taken by 10%. And I have one right here, which is another damage percentage taken by 30%. And this one's a magic damage reduction by 10%. So what I tend to do is I tend to stagger them. Now I don't know if this is the best way to do it or not, so don't quote me on this specifically or whatever. But I kind of set them on my bar, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. I set them in my bar in the order I want to use them. So some of them will be like a flat damage reduction. Some of them will be specifically for like melee or magic or whatever. Some of them increase other things besides that, like parry rate, the one that I read was parry rate. So I tried to stagger them, so I have like, Rampart is a 20% damage reduction, and then Nebula is a 30% reduction in damage also, so it's kind of like a better version of Rampart. So I will usually try to stagger them, so I'll do 1 and 2 together, because they do different things. One's a damage, and then one's a parry rate. So they do different things. So I use them together, Rampart and Camouflage. Where's this one? Right here. And then when those ones wear out, I use the next two, numbers 3 and 4. This one's damage reduction again, and then one's magic damage. So they do different things. So I'll try to kind of stagger them. I'll do 1 and 2, and then when they wear off, I'll do 3 and 4, and then when they wear off, I'll do 5 and 6 kind of thing. So I just kind of read through my skills, whatever they're going to do, and I'll stagger them and pair them off in whichever way seems the best. And then when I run into a dungeon, I'll try to do at least 1 set of cooldowns per big pull. I have been kind of lax in this dungeon in particular because I've been doing small pulls, and the healer's been doing alright, so I haven't been super on top of it. But when I'm really trying to pay attention to my cooldowns, like every large pull, I'll do 1 and 2. The next large pull, I'll do 3 and 4, etc. and so forth. And then when I'm actually fighting a boss, I tend to try to do the same thing and just use them when they wear off, because they all have really long cooldowns. I'm messing with it now. They all have really long cooldowns, so like they'll take longer to cool down than it will to use them. So like I'll wait until one wears off, and then I'll use the next 2, and I'll wait till this wear off, I'll use the next 2. And then typically, by the time I get back around, by the time I've used the last ones, then the first ones have come off cooldown again. That's just how I found this best for me, because I don't want to have to worry about which ones to use, but I also don't want to have to worry about like forgetting to use them either. So I set them up in a staggered way just so I know, okay, 1 and 2, okay, 3 and 4, okay, 5 and 6. Because I'm not smart enough to know when is optimal for which use. Because there are some fights where people like specifically use Nebula, specifically use whatever, and they want you to use specific skills on specific bosses at specific times for specific boss attacks or whatever. And I'm not smart enough to remember all those. Like I will forget. I will forget every time. So I just try to like cycle them so that there's always at least something on. Yeah, always have something up and running, and then you can't be blamed for not using your cooldowns. And then if someone yells at me for an exception, if someone tells me, hey, you really should have used this skill at that time, I'll be like, okay, for this boss, I'll redo it, and I'll try it again.
I think that Lalafell over there is exploding.
Good. Me, less all the in a row. I said it, that's right. I said it on my stream, and I meant it. I don't like Lala's, you will not find any sympathy with me. Trials is next. I think I'm going to not tank for Trials. I don't wanna. I'll heal for Trials, if you wanna do Trials. But
Stick with Bard.
first I'm gonna run a potty, because I really have a potty. I'm sorry, I don't like to do this during stream, but sometimes I just can't help it. So I'll be back in a minute. Come in aside, don't go anywhere, I'll be right back.
Oh no.
What is going on?
the the Lalafells are attacking.
I hate this. I hate it so much. I don't want to be attacked by llamas. Oh no.
Oh god, there's another one.
Why are there so many? Oh my god.
I
No.
told him I
No.
told him he was
I'm
too
not.
short to be mine.
I'm not your mama. I'm not your mama.
God.
Lala spawn. Oh no, not Lala spawn.
If I do the ritual, maybe it'll make them go away.
Good lord. It's like watching children bang their heads together. Someone make, someone make them stop. I don't know what to do. Oh no. Why though? Why though? Someone tell me why. Someone tell me why. I don't understand. I don't know what to do with this. I have no words.
I don't think it's possible to understand the psyche of these creatures.
These creatures. These incomprehensible odd creatures. No, I already said no. Not your mama. There's no reasoning with them. There's just nothing you can do. No, don't touch me. No, no, no.
I'll lull them to sleep with my tune.
Phasmophobia category. Oh no, I changed it though. Hang on, how do I? Wait, not there. Thank you for the warning fairy. I don't know. I sent it to. Hi Axel, how are you? I am in the wrong category, so for anybody who popped in here, especially if
I
you're playing
totally
Phasma,
didn't.
I'm sorry. Oh, it's
I
Arya.
totally didn't notice.
Hi Arya. Hang on. I don't know. Wait, I'm not there. How do I do this real fast? Hang on. Facing. Well, thank you to Faye for sending you over. I'm the Nekomata Riku, and hello from another world playground. I'm having a very low energy brain dead stream. I'm supposed to be being supervised right now, but my supervisor is not supervising me very well.
I am
Where
distracted
is
by the
my
Lala attack.
Krat. Is this actually Krat? Hang on. Ooh, Krat. Krat, what are you doing? Krat, is this you? Roulettes. Oh, it's Roulettes. I didn't start this. I only added to it. Oh no. Hi, Shuttle. How are you? You apologize on behalf of the Lalas. Oh no. Look, okay. Look. Listen to me. Okay, hang on. I I don't like Lalas as creatures in this game. I have nothing against the players behind them, okay? It's all in good fun and I understand that. I'm okay with it. As far as that goes. Oh, Shadow's Durian. Okay. I haven't been around long enough with you guys as crowd to have all the names figured out yet. Nope. Okay, I gotta figure out this. Hang on. I have to figure out this category thing they warned me about. Hang on. Choco.
I can probably fix that if you'd like.
Oh yeah, if you have it open, can you just switch it really quick? I don't know how I did that. I thought I said the right thing. I might have missed the game category. I'm tired. Okay, oh, that's probably what I did. When I went live, I probably went the wrong thing. You know, I jumped in the browser. I have to mute it as fast as I can when it first pops up. And then in here, edit here. I got it, Birdie, I got it. I don't think I see what. There we go. Oh, look at the tags right here. English speaker. Oh, I have a few. Alright. Oh, they're done. There we go. Alright, thank you, Fairy, for letting me know. See bad, I'm behaving myself for once, not partaking in the chaos. Alright, that was a lot of things that came at me all at once. Sorry. I was just. Oh, now he's doing. Oh, Garby. Garby. You feel like a nanny. Nanny Garby.
I'm just taking care of these little ones till their parents come home.
Oh my god. That is the goofiest. Oh wow. Alright. Okay, that's actually. Okay, that's actually kind of adorable. That's actually kind of. It's kind of a little bit adorable. Did anyone answer me about going for... No? I don't think so. No one said anything about going for... Roulette, so I'm gonna go ahead and queue up. Here we go. Unless you'd rather stay and cuddle with the Lalas.
No, I'm ready to. I'm ready to go when you are.
Oh, I'm going to not tank for, trials. I don't want to tank for trials. I don't feel like it. I will heal for trials. Where is my oops. Dog ate it. Oh no. I don't know who started the Lala Revolt. Some people say some people did, and other people say others did. Like, every time somebody says somebody started this whole Lala Revolt, it's always a different name that I hear, so I have no idea. who actually started this. Now adopt Lala's. I didn't adopt anything. They're in Garby's lap. This is Garby's problem, not mine. I disavow. I disavow anything to do with the situation. I have never, nor will I ever, take any responsibility for any laws of any kind. That's not what we're doing. Nope, 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 nope. I have gone on the Lala rant before. It's not a specific issue that I have with Lalas in Final Fantasy XIV. It's a problem I have with child characters in games in general, and I don't really need to do that right now, so just rest assured I'm not putting any blame on anyone for the fun they're having. It's all in good fun, and everyone's having a good time, so. Oh, why do I have to get this one? Suku, aw. Papa went to get smokes. Scorpio, I didn't know you smoke. When did you start? It's a filthy habit, you should quit.
I don't smoke, I was just getting groceries.
Alright, we're gonna wipe about 19 times, probably.
Oh no. How many of those times do you think will be my fault?
You're DPSing, so probably none of them.
But how many times will I get myself killed?
Oh, that's a completely other matter, so I don't know, 5 or 6 probably. I don't know. This fight is really about positioning. Like, positioning is super important in this fight, so I don't think... As long as everyone can not get themselves, like, blown up, I think we'll be alright. There's one specific part I'll probably warn you about in 2 minutes, Gordy. Kill the Zax. But make sure to stack the stack markers, and make sure to... make sure to not stand in bad things. There's one mechanic I remind you of when we get there.
Don't stand in the bad is one of the only things that I'm confident I know how to do.
No, you say that, but I remember we were going through Sigma's game.
Once I know what the bad is, I'm usually good.
At least this group seems easy to heal. Everyone seems like they're on top of what they're doing, so maybe we won't. It's the last phase where we might have problems. If we're going to have problems, it's going to be on the last phase. When this fight was brand new, it was like a huge white fest, left, right, and center. Like, Suku killed so many parties. As soon as this phase ends here in a second, we're going to pop back up into Suku. And you want to, like right early on, as soon as we get upstairs, I think of it as like an upper area, I don't know why. But as soon as we get back to the main arena, right here, in a second here, she's gonna split the arena between yin and yang, so it'll be back and right on one side, on the other side. You want to stand on one side, and it'll give you stacks. Every few seconds of standing on one side, you'll get a stack of darker light. And you want to move to the other side once you have 3 stacks. So watch your debuff stacks. You can move sooner than that though. Just at maximum 3. You can move before then if you want to, but at max 3 stacks. I think you can go up to 5 stacks before you die, but you start having a bad time at 4. And now we're back to just the regular golden rule without standing in the bag. So that wasn't so bad.
We haven't died yet. Yay, team!
Oh, no, there it goes. Never mind.
Oh, that was my fault. I said we haven't died yet.
No, that was a tank spot for pointing here towards the group.
Well, we have a red mage. We might get back up.
Oh, I got a res. The tank isn't positioning her very well, but try to stay between. Try to stay behind her as much as possible, but don't get too far out, otherwise she'll really look at you. Wait for the fans to go off before you take that.
Nope, already clicked it. I'm good.
Oh, there we go.
Yay!
I was sure we were gonna wipe a bunch. Oh no, they're still here. Oh, they're taking pictures over there. We can sneak over too before they notice us. um... I'm going to... What time are we at? 2 hours? We'll do Alliance Rain. Bum, 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 bum. I'm not going to...
Oh no,
go
we've
for
been
Alliance
spotted.
Rain. Oh no. What have you done? I'm gonna switch to DPS for Alliance Rain. I don't want to feel or take Alliance Rain. Mostly because with it's just the two of us, we both unlocked most of the raids, so I don't want to end up taking a raid I've never taken before right now. Too brain dead right now. Oh my god. Her name is I Love Cthulhu. That's actually kind of cute, but I still don't. Who brought beer for the kids? Corby, why did you make that joke?
Look how happy they are, though.
Well, you can make them happy without giving them beer.
Well, now I'm giving them money.
You may have made the names. So wait a second, when this whole La La revolt started, have you just been the one making all the names? Like, all the names? Oh my god, who was it that I saw the other day? I brought in Nisha's Lala to the guild. Needed a free company invite, so what was Nisha's? I forget the Lala name. Specifically these two. Oh my god. I remember that one. That one was good. Nisha and Kali made theirs. Humma humma humma. See now, since I run as DPS, we ended up getting World of Darkness, or Elaborate of the Ancients, or whatever, but if I hadn't, if I'd gone as tank or healer, we would have gotten something crazy I wouldn't know how to do as tank. I haven't tanked, what haven't I tanked? I haven't tanked, I don't think I tanked any of the Stormblood raids, and I don't think I tanked any of the, I know I haven't tanked any of the Shadowbringer raids. PTSD noises? Why PTSD noises? My nosy itches.
Ratchet.
I did. It
This
always
party
looks funny
chat's
on my
making me hungry.
bottoms. I'm gonna scratch my nose. They're making me hungry too. I had a salad for dinner. Kisses your tail badly figured. They don't. Party Finder's not so good with the matching up of people. Oh, fine. Well, at least with Labyrinth of the Ancients, World of Darkness raids, it's like decade-old content, so eventually they'll get through it. But, oh god, lord. There's not a lot of surprises here, at least. That's kind of the good thing, is there's not a lot of surprises, so even if things go sideways, at least you kind of expect it when it happens. Labyrinth of the Ancients only has really one thing you have to worry about anyway. It's the curtain call. Wait, no, that's not this one, is it? That's, That's Crystal Tower.
I'm happy as long as we don't get World of Darkness with that stupid floating eye boss. People wipe on that thing so much.
I don't understand why people wipe on that boss either. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Because it has a mechanic.
People have more problems with the stupid eyeball boss than they do with, like, other bosses that have actual light mechanics. The eyeball boss doesn't have a light mechanic.
Nope, it just gives people doom that you can easily remove by stepping on a thing.
But you can easily avoid getting it in the first place if you just turn away when it casts it.
Yep.
Kids and peppers very easy. I wonder when this meta developed right here. I started doing that sometime before I stopped playing before. Where they drag this particular bone boss over there, this bone dragon, they drag it out away from the center platform for some reason. I think it's to delay the ads reaching it so the AoEs don't go up as much, but most of the time people ignore that anyway, so I don't understand. I just got that. Oh no. Kat said to get pepper spray easy, and I'm like, oh, hot pepper spray. And I was thinking of it for like a weapon or something. And it only just now connected in my head. Duh, eyeball boss. Duh, it's a big eye.
Oh, that's terrible.
It took me a second, Kat. I'd like to once again mention no brain power tonight. Oh no, I missed it. Look, I was up until 7 a.m. and then I got up at noon. Leave me alone. I have no brain power. Have you ever been so tired you don't feel tired anymore? You just don't feel like fully like connected to reality. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Like I don't feel tired. I have no energy. I don't feel like I'm fully processing anything. And I had to go out in the world and be adulty this afternoon.
Gross. No one likes going out and being adulty.
If I wasn't so brain dead right now, I'd have gotten it right when you said it. At least I got it. I got there. That's the important thing. That's the important thing. I got there in the end. Did you get enough sleep for work tonight, Lou? Do you have work tonight? that kind of adulting though. Like I wasn't running errands or doing anything important. I just had to go out and be sociable.
Ew, sociable,
Like,
gross.
like face to face with real people.
Oh, why?
I know.
Are you okay?
It was very harrowing. I might pull through. I don't know if I'm gonna make it though. Oh, Blue, I'm sorry. Be very careful. Well, 9 hours sleep over the course of the day isn't like the same as getting a full like rest and sleep because if you're waking up repeatedly and having issues, then that's not restful. I know this firsthand. I have a
I'll
really hard
bet.
time staying asleep anymore. I used to have I used to have like a problem where like well not used to have I still have a problem where it's hard for me to get to sleep. Once I'm asleep I'm usually okay. I used to be anyways. It used to be that once I got to sleep I was fine. But I have a problem getting to sleep. Like when I lay down I don't get to sleep for a very long time. I have a problem. I have a hard time shutting my brain off. My brain doesn't like to turn off. Um, so I have a very hard time getting to sleep. I end up laying in the darkness, staring at the ceiling for like a long time, or just like keeping my eyes closed, buried and facing the pillow, and then just waiting. I never like go to sleep because I'm tired. I pretty much just lay down and wait for my brain to turn off, and it just doesn't like to. But for the last probably I think 2 or 3 months, I've been having a hard time sleeping, and I couldn't figure out why for the longest time. And I'm still not sure what the root cause is, but I know that the reason I'm having a hard time sleeping now, um, or the reason I'm not feeling rested anyways, is because I'm having a hard time staying asleep too. So not only is
Mm,
it getting hard for me to get to sleep, I'm also having a hard time staying there when I get there. I wake up a lot, and it's not like the kind of like conscious wakefulness where you come all the way awake, you know? Like I don't, it's not enough to like process thought usually. Sometimes it is, but not usually. It's usually just enough to realize that I'm not fully asleep anymore. It's like there's like a half sleepy like, oh I'm not asleep anymore kind of like thought. It's like the kind of conscious awareness where you know that if you stood up you could be awake, you could get up, you know? But you also know you're not supposed to be awake yet, so you just kind of roll back over. It's that kind of thing, and it happens to me anywhere from like a couple times to like a dozen throughout the night. So I'm having a hard time staying asleep, and waking up repeatedly like that just makes your sleep so unrestful. And I don't know why I'm waking up. I don't know why it's happening. Well, that's not how you're supposed to do it, Well, you're doing it wrong.
are you splashing lava on me?
Maybe.
That, that's rude.
You're fine.
I'll just lose a few layers of skin. It's fine.
Well, one of us figures out how to sleep. We need to tell the other one how to do it.
I I I stay asleep pretty well because I use melatonin.
I tried melatonin at one point. It didn't seem to do anything.
What kind of dosage did you use?
I don't remember. It was a very long time ago. I just bought a bottle and I read the back of it and whatever the back's like. Because I had a doctor that was like, maybe you should try it. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. So I tried it. But it wasn't like a prescription, so I didn't like know what to do with it specifically. So I just bought an over-the-counter bottle. And then I read the back of it and followed the instructions. So whatever the back of the bottle said, I did. Because they tell you by body weight or something, I think, right? So I just kind of did what the
Maybe.
bottle said. And I don't remember it doing much.
I know I take a huge dose. just because I have so much trouble sleeping, and melatonin's one of those things where you can't possibly overdose on it because it's just a vitamin, and if you take too much, you just
Oh,
you have very expensive pee.
oh no.
So I just grabbed like the
I don't,
big dose of like 10 milligrams, which is huge. I'm down to 5
I don't,
now because there's no real difference for
I
me,
don't,
but
I don't, I don't want to have expensive pee.
no, but like there's no
No,
physical
I get what you're
harm.
saying. I understand. I'm just being
Yeah,
a pain.
so taking a bigger dose might help. But it also might make you super groggy, so
Yeah, that was kind of what I was worried about when I tried it before. Like, I didn't want to wake up and stay groggy for like a long time because I already have some days where I wake up and I don't feel awake. I stay groggy like for hours. Especially on days if I wake up and I still have a headache. If I wake up with a headache, I don't usually feel like I'm fully awake and connected to the world until like late in the evening almost. Who says he uses a liquid sleep aid on occasion? What liquid sleep aid? I've never heard of a liquid sleep aid. I swear to God, the stupid Iron Giant always goes for whatever boulder I'm behind.
right. I think I'm the only person who ever actually tries to get rid of the Iron Giants because they, destroy the boulders.
When I'm in here tanking and I'm off tanking, I have a really good technique where, like, you don't have to be, like, physically, like, against the boulder. You just have to be behind it. The boulder just has to be between you and the Behemoth King. You don't have to be directly behind the boulder. So I usually, like, if I'm tanking and I'm off tanking, I'll pull aggro on it, and then I'll run to a boulder, and then I'll back up so that the Iron Giant is between me and the boulder, facing away from the boulder. It usually works pretty well. Oh yeah, don't name brands. The fine makers of no one because no one paid me. Shut up, man. Don't get me in trouble. Okay.
I've been eaten by the hand. Stupid jerk hand.
There's something about those claws. I think you have to, like, fight. If you don't kill them, I think you do something, but I don't remember what for sure.
Probably just hold you into the flare.
Oh god. Okay. I just realized I have a healer named Juicy Box.
Yes, we sure do.
calm. Somebody calm me. Who calmed me? That's interesting. I don't know why I got a calm. I'm a DPS. DPS don't get calms.
Clearly, you were amazing and you got a calm.
I was passable, which meant that nobody had to worry about me.
Well, I didn't get a calm.
Well, then I would say you should probably rethink about what you're doing.
Aw.
No, you're fine. You'll be fine. I would have calmed you, but yeah, you
Well,
can't calm
apparently
party members.
I got a Tsukuyomi card.
Oh, there you go. Super card. I think I already have super card. I don't remember. I should by now. Oh, I got a new card. Oh, got a card. Super card. Super card where? Tomorrow, Miss Dragon. Havoc. Hancock. Jimbo. Chichan. Brooklyn. Dasna. Oh, I have Yotsuyu card, not super card. Oh, I'm sad that you got it and I didn't. How dare.
Sorry. Not really sorry. I'd share it if I could, though.
Well, it's fine. I would offer to beat it out of you, but I'm not at the game, so. I'm awful at Triple Triad. I think all we haven't done is normal raid and MSQ at this point. Do you want to do normal raid?
Sure. Oh, Instapop.
We got an Instapop as 2 DPS. That's interesting. Blue says you're missing the point of collecting cards.
He says, I'm missing the point? Or
Yeah,
you
he
are?
tagged you. He said you are. He tagged you.
In what way?
I don't know. I'm assuming the comment where you said you wanted to share with me. Oh yeah, there he is. There he says it. For what I'm sharing. I actually really like playing Triple Triad. When it was introduced in Final Fantasy VIII, I had like 400 or 500 hours on my save file, and probably most of it was playing Triple Triad.
I loved playing it on Final Fantasy VIII so much. That was so much fun.
I know, it's so good.
Oh no, this boss.
Oh, this is fun.
I'm so bad at it.
It's so fun though.
It is fun.
I want to find the playing you. Spark, spark, spark. Spark, 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 spark. Spark, 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 spark.
We're just making a mess.
So are you. You're making a mess too.
I said we.
Oh. God, I love Final Fantasy IV. It's my favorite. It's the first one I ever played. I love the music. It's so good. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Don't laugh at me.
You can't make me. Oh shit. How do I get rid of the floaty ship? I forget. There it
There's
is.
a dismount button.
You mean the big button that says dismount on it?
Yeah, that one. I stayed in it for a few minutes because I like the little floaty boat. So I bounced down for a minute before I pushed it. This side curtain.
What if I just want to be in the rock?
I mean, sure.
It's cozy in there.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I missed one. Nobody helped me do that. Nobody else did it.
I didn't trust myself to do it.
You have to do that one. You'll blow up if you don't. I can't reach it for a minute to the rock. Oh no. I love the Sigma escape rings. I love these. I do any of this. No, I don't think so. But only go out to MSQ if you really want to do it.
I'll do it if you want to do it.
I've still got like a half an hour for the stream, so we might as well, I guess.
Yeah, we'll go tank for MSQ because it's so easy.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh.
fancy, right?
Fancy. Look at you.
Look at me and my big green axe. Actually, I don't think the axe is actually green. No, it's not. But I am. Can I do the visor thing? I totally can. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Is that the Shadowbringer Dragon armor? Because I don't recognize that one.
It's titanium armor.
Titanium armor.
Just regular old titanium armor.
Oh, your armor sucks.
I mean, it's level 56 and so am I.
Aha. Ahaha.
But it does this.
So it looks like, ah yes, the visor wiggle. I remember being super tickled when I realized that some visors could like lift in the helmets in this game, and then I'm like, that's amazing, and I love it, and I'll do it all the time. And then I promptly made a super cute kitty, and I don't like covering my hair, so I never wear helmets. So I never actually have had occasion to wiggle my visor.
I remember the moment I first found out that you could do that with your sunglasses.
You what?
I remember when you could do that with your glasses, your shades.
These ones don't do it. The summer shades do. These ones don't do it.
Oh, those ones don't? Well, I remember seeing you do it with the summer shades. It was hilarious.
The summer shades did it. Yeah, these ones don't do it.
Oh.
I like these ones best though. These are my favorite ones. I stole them from Darrow. I kicked him in the shin. I took his shades. I dyed them black, and now they're mine.
Good.
They look better on me if they look on him anyway.
That's true.
When I first started deciding that I was going to be a VTuber, I thought about trying to find a artist that could like duplicate my Final Fantasy XIV character because I think she looks so perfect. But then I was not. Then I fell out of enamoredness, whatever the word is. I didn't want to play Final Fantasy for a long time. I'm like, I don't think I want to specifically tie myself to just this game forever. So I didn't do that in the end. But I thought about it.
I don't want to have to end up dealing with Square Enix's legal team down the line either, if that ever becomes a thing.
I don't know if that is a thing or not. I know that there are artists out there who specifically specialize in game art rips, where they will make VTuber or VR chat or other types of 3D and 2D models specifically pulled out of games. And I know that there's like Final Fantasy XIV is a big one. I think WoW is too. I think there's a couple of others, but I know there's artists out there that do that. So I don't know if there's too many legal ramifications right now, but that doesn't mean there won't become some later down the road. I don't know if I'd want to risk it though, is the thing.
Yeah. I mean, your model looks so freaking good though. It really
I
does.
know! I have the cutest kitty. Like, Migotere is supposed to be cute, that's their whole thing, and they do it really well. But I very specifically think that mine is the best one. And I will not back off from that idea. Like, I know that everyone likes their model. I know that everyone really enjoys the way that their character looks, and that's fine. And I'm all for it. But I am unashamedly of the opinion that mine's best Migotere. I have the best kitty. And I know at least 2 people that agree with me. You're one of them, right?
I nodded.
Did you? I didn't see. Oh, that. Oh, there you go. I was taking a screenshot. I'm gonna do a thing really quick while we're waiting on this queue. Use my time wisely. Maybe. maybe I can do it. Hang on. Wait, okay. I want to try to do. Hang on. Shoto. Is there? Hang on. Is there anywhere with like a capital? Oh, capital T probably won't be too hard. I want to come up with like a Final Fantasy specific chat pane for my Switch layout. But I need to. I was gonna try to make it look like the menu. I thought it'd be fun, but I need to put it somewhere. I want to make it a little bit not as wide. So I'm not fully sure yet where I want to. I've kind of been doing this thing, like I haven't been streaming for a super long period of time by this point, just like a couple months. So I haven't really gotten a feel yet for like specific like layouts or anything, or where I want to put stuff, or any of that kind of thing. So I keep thinking like, it'd be fun if I did this or if I did that. I've been kind of dragging my heels on making any kind of layout decisions. And one of the things I've been doing is I've been like, very much just kind of shifting. I don't have a different scene for every game or anything. I just kind of drag things around how I feel like I want to have them. And I end up having to slide the chat panel around a lot, so I thought it'd be fun if I had like a specific dedicated chat panel somewhere, I don't know where. It'd be fun to have one for Final Fantasy XIV that looked like the menus, I think. Which I'm sure everyone does. Everyone probably does it, but it's fine. I want to go to work. I don't want you to go to work.
Our queue popped, if you haven't noticed.
I saw, I heard it.
Okay, good.
That 3 of 4 is not me. I clicked the thing.
Good.
I have enabled the option in the settings somewhere where I can hear the game even if I tab. So if I'll hear the queue pop even if I tab. Oh, we got the long one. This is gonna take like an hour.
At least it's a lot of experience.
Maybe not an hour. Maybe it'll take like 40 minutes or something. I don't think it takes a full hour. I'll keep working on my chat panel during cutscenes. How about that? Haha.
You'll have plenty of time.
It's not like the stream can tell when I alt tab. Ooh, Blue's like, oh rip. Meh. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. I want to put... there's a scanner. This is going to take a lot of copying and pasting. Yeah, I'm just going to erase this, I think. Editing it live on camera. Oh, it's gonna look awful. Hang on, I'm gonna duplicate this. Ha ha ha. Duplicate layer. Corby, if I do something dumb like a cutscene ends I don't notice, tell me.
Okay.
If you see me not moving, it's because I'm editing a chat panel. I should drag it over to the other monitor. I would normally not do MSQ roulette. I'm actually not a fan of doing it. I don't hate it, like, as much as a lot of people do. I know there's like a whole huge thing about like MSQ that has like a huge stigma on it where everyone's like, I don't do it because I don't hate myself that much, like things like that, and I'm like, I'm not really bothered by it, but it does take a very long time. So just because of how long it takes, I usually don't do it. Because it's only worth 50 tones. It's really good for leveling, for experience, but I don't have to level anymore, so I don't really have a reason to do it personally. And it's only 50 tones, so like we can make that up like on a different turn. I'm here to help you get experience. Oh, I'm not gonna get through. Ah, there we go. I almost didn't get through. I almost got shot at it. I almost got shoot at it.
Well, I got left behind.
Bye bye. One tank is supposed to go down right there, but I think got left behind way before that. Oh, they got it. They got it. They got it. Da, da, da. I miss Sigma Skate. That was fun. Did I mention I like Sigma Skate?
I missed the music already.
I love the music. I love the music. It's so good.
Every time I see this cutscene, though, I just want to go up and push all the buttons on these consoles.
You know what I hate about this cutscene? Or not just this cutscene specifically, really, but what I really hate about, what I really hate about this room in particular, is the elevators directly in front of the main console. Why would you do that? Who would design an elevator to be right in front of the main console? Like, that is awful. Someone's probably needing to do their job there. Someone's trying to operate those controls. And some engineer somewhere was like, you know, we should put the lift.
Definitely right in front of everything.
Definitely right in everyone's way. That's absolutely the best place for it. Dummy heads.
It's a hazard.
Dummy heads and dummy heads. Dummy heads. I need a capital T. I don't think I have one. Bum, 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 bum. I know I'll do. I'm going to... Editing noises intensifies. I'm sorry for anyone watching who I'm like not making a lot of noise at the moment. As I've mentioned a few times during the stream, I'm kind of brain dead today, and I randomly decided to edit a thing in the middle of the scene, so oopsie.
And now for probably the most disappointing boss in the entire game. Look out! Big giant robot with huge sword! It's gonna die in about 3 seconds.
Oh no! Big giant sword robots. Big giant sword bot. Big giant, robo sword. Oh, we had a healer pull. Wonderful. I'll just
At
let that
least I'll
healer
be
tank
caught up in
it.
15 seconds.
I'm not gonna help until this tank here. This is why I don't like tanking anymore. Ah, it's fine. Wow, such epic battle. So much epic battle going on. Do you feel like it was epic battle, Gordon?
I think I hit it twice and it died.
Ha ha ha. You're so strong, you hit it twice and it died. That was all you.
Yeah, go me.
Go, Gordon.
I said.
So far in these cutscenes, I have made a T. I have made the letter T.
That
Alright,
that
Blue,
sounds
thank you for
important.
watching. I hope you have a good
Yep.
shift. Be very careful, please. I don't want you to have a hard time and get yourself hurt.
Yep. Take care, Blue.
Bum. Oh, my mana's all out of whack. I messed up my mana. I'm so sad. How did I do that? It's out of whack by like 5. Good lord. I hope that anybody that watches this VOD in the future doesn't get all like, "Rawr, she can't play Red Mage." Riot. I would like to explain right now for the record that I have some form of attention issue or some form of something, I don't know. It's never been looked into, but I have a thing where I don't like things certain ways, and I cannot handle having my mana out of alignment. So when I'm playing Red Mage, I get very upset. I have a very specific way that I like to cast my spells in order to keep them in alignment. And if my attention wanders and I mess up and it's out of this really bothers me. I'm very bothered right now. Like I'm very like my skin crawls kind of bothered. I hate this right here. I want to fix it. And usually I would use Manification, but it's level 60 spell, so I can't do that right now. And now we're gonna be riding armor Magitech around. I'm not gonna be able to fix it for like a while. Ah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Where? Maybe I won't do this with like the game chat. Maybe I'll put my own. Yeah, I'm gonna do my own thing. How about that? How about that? I'm gonna do my own. I'm gonna play this later. Instead, I'm going to, let's do this. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to,
You're pretty good at making those creative decisions, so I think if you make your own thing, it'll probably be pretty good.
what creative decisions?
Like thumbnails and that kind of stuff, and design in general. Things you design tend to come out really well.
Oh, well, thank you. I really like making thumbnails. And I really like editing pictures too. The problem is I'm not like driven to make them. I just like to do it. So if I have occasion to do it, I tend to like really work on it. So right now the problem I'm having is that like I copied the menu. I took a screen snip of the menu. Like you press escape and you get like the main menu.
Mm-hmm.
And I took a screen snip of the main menu and I'm gonna turn that into my chat panel, my chat pane for Final Fantasy for if I stream it in the future. And I was trying to, like when you push escape it says system at the top. It says system and it's called system options. So I'm going to gray out the system options so that's where the chat's going to scroll by. And at the top of the panel instead of saying system I want it to say Twitch chat.
Okay.
But there's no capital T in the letters in there. I was going to copy paste the letters around so it would say Twitch chat in the game's native font. But there's no capital T in there anywhere, and it's gonna be a lot of copy pasting around, and the system is in a little bit bigger font than the rest of that system options are, so I'd have to scale it up a little bit. So not only would I have copy pasted letters, I would also have potentially the wrong size of font in certain places, and it might be kind of noticeable. And I'm sure if I fiddled with it long enough, I could probably figure it out. But at the same time, the other thing I do, one of the things I really, really like to do is, I have a specific font. I don't know if you've noticed or not, or if I've ever talked about this. I don't think I've ever mentioned it on camera. But I have a specific font that I like to use. It's called Gabriella. It's my font. It looks nice. It's a cute little kind of feminine, like, swirly font, I think. And it's got a nice little, like, elegant sort of stroke to it. And I really like Gabriella font, so I use that for, like, everything. Anything that I do for, like, my channel, I use Gabriella font for. So I think maybe I shouldn't bother making an exception in this case. So instead of doing copy and pasting letters around and potentially having it look weird, I think instead I'm going to put my own font on it and see if that looks good. It'd be easy enough to copy the color. I just really need to turn the size down. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. I can kind of just sort of leave it here. Oh, there we go. I can kind of sort of leave it on the side a little bit. They don't center it in the, when you look at the system menu, it doesn't center. The word system is not centered, so I won't center mine. I'll kind of get it placed where I want it, though. That's a little bit not right. Up a little bit. There we go. That looks really good. I like that. Alright, I'll go with that. It turns out I don't actually need you to tell me if I'm moving or not because I have I have my streaming stuff on the other monitor anyway, so I can just see my own layout anyway, so.
Yay, I'm useless.
Yeah, you're useless.
Yay. And then there's Nero, who's also useless.
Oh, if it makes you feel any better, you are less useless than Nero.
I'll take it.
Alright, layer, section top. Where's my hay? Why did that work out that way? Excuse me. really sure how to get this to look like the. That looks okay. I don't feel like the. Let's get the little darker area. Oh, that looks good. That looks acceptable. I'll take that. And then I'll merge. Sorry, editing noises. Ha ha ha. I kind of want to get this done, maybe on camera. That way I can potentially, show it off before I turn off stream. Duplicate layer. I'm not gonna want it that big though. I wonder how many pixels wide this is. Hang on. This is 800. 800 by. Oh, that's position. Size 206 by 336. I've only got half bit selected. So it's probably like 400 by 616. How big is my tap beam? Hang on. Well, tell me if you're looking here. Properties. 650 by 650 by 675. That's not bad. So if I make this one, what, like 675 by 7? I wonder if I can. Alright, hang on. Total. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to. I'm going to tap back the game now and type boss. That's what I'm going to do. I need to figure out how to blow that up a little bit. So I can scale it, but it might look funny. There, I got to fix my new one. I'm so happy. It's back in sync now.
Yay! Finally!
So now my skin can stop crawling. Alright, I need to scale this. How do I scale it? I'm worried that scaling it would make it look bad, but I don't want to. I need this inside area to be 675. How big is it right now? Oh, it's like baseball. I need an area. I need an area that's 675. Ah! The hitting is hard. Alright, let's scale it. I hope it doesn't make it look weird. Scaling is dangerous, Courtney.
Is it?
Scaling is very dangerous.
I didn't know. The only thing I know about scaling is like on Tabletop Simulator when you just make things giant so you can be an idiot with them. Which I suppose is also dangerous in its own way, but I have a feeling that's not what you meant.
Not really. 670 by 700. This is gonna be way huger than I want it to be. That's stupid huge. That's stupid numbers. I don't like that numbers. Ooh. Yeah. When you scale things, it tends to distort things, and unless you have like a really super top end editor, then scaling things can sometimes mess it up if you aren't careful, because scaling things will let you have wait a second. How can it be? When you scale things, the editor tries to do its best in order to fill in where it thinks things should go based on how much you're scaling it up. So if you have like an image that's like so many pixels and you scale it up, it adds pixels to it to keep its general shape based on where it thinks that the pixel should go. So if you scale something too small up to be too big, if you blow it up too high, then it gets less. The bigger you go, the less and less accurate it gets with where those pixels should be. So that's when things start getting blurry and distorted and looking funny. Alright, I'm going to do a test really quick. I'm going to... I need to see how big this is really quick. So I'm going to... Because the number of pixels I'm seeing on my screen don't seem like they're lining up with the number of pixels on the screen. So I'm going to export this as it is, and then see where... See how it lines up really quick. Export.
I can't help but laugh that you have all of this time to do an entire project while Gaius is just monologuing.
That's because we're in Castrium. Or not Praetorium. That's because we're in Praetorium. Twitch. No. Up here, type up there, please. Twitch chat. FF14. Twitch chat. I'm fine, he hasn't even got a sister yet. It's fine. Alright, export that. Export. And I'm going to come over here. I'm going to add a source. We're going to add an image source. Image source. Image source. Blah 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 blah. Add source. Browse. Where is my carrot? Oh, that's gigantic! Oh no! Oh, that's too huge. That's way too big. That covered me up with Barbie. Look how big that is. Garby, look how big that is. Garby, look. Garby, look.
Just minimize this boss fight here. Oh, okay, yeah, that's...
Peek! Hello!
Hello!
Moshi moshi! Alright. We're gonna get rid of that. That's not what I want. I guess I have to explain it again now. No, not if nobody loves though. let's change that instead to... That was gigantic. How big was that? That didn't scale too bad though, so I don't think I have to worry about the scaling very much. So I'm going to try to add... I'm gonna try to put in a specific number. Let's go with... I'm gonna change this to... Where's my scale button? Scale button... It's 542 by 404 right now. I want to go with... That still seems like it's gonna be too big though. Alright, I'm gonna go with 675 down. $675. I want $675. What am I doing? Let's just do this. Let's just do it this way. I'm gonna go 700. 700, 675. I'm gonna go even 700 because that's a little bit off right there. That should be okay. Okay, my Twitch chat over here. I really shouldn't be doing this on Steam, but I really want to show it off. I really want to get it done so I can put it on camera. I think it'll look good. Oh dang it. There we go. Hum. 16. 7. That looks good. I can't damage it before its shield falls, but I want to get my mana built up to start out the fight with the melee combo. Uh-huh.
Might as well. It's not like this thing's super threatening.
It's not like it's going anywhere. Hey, he lasered me.
Laser him back!
Oh, he's dead already, basically.
冒険
Okay, I'm going to...
クリスタルの加護を受けている。その光の加護がこの者の力を増幅させていると。
Copy... Part...
さよう。光の加護を打ち払うには闇の武器で打ち払えばよい。
Invert.
アルテマウェポンにはお前たちに明かしていない本来の力、究極の武器がある。
Look, I'm making good use of my time right now, okay?
古代アラウ帝国の長文明です。
Aren't you enthralled by the musings of La Habrea?
アルテマウェポン
Totally.
黒成績サビク。
He's got so much to say, though.
そのコアの中
And it's the first time you've ever heard it.
が秘められていてな。
Transform, campus signs...
魔法だと。
700...
その名は究極魔法アルテマ。
Not too big. Let's go 750.
安心たちを吸収したのもこの本来の力を取り戻させるために。
There we go. I like that. That looks good.
アルテマウェポンの真の力。
Alright, let's try this one.
私の考えは元より変わらぬ。
Properties.
なる神の
Oh, it updated already. Look at that. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. That's really good. I like that. I can shrink it on here. Oh, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be super good.
神の一端を見せてみろ。
Mama. Wait, how do I get it out? That looks good. And then I can grab this, I can grab this one. Unlock. Move over here. It's probably looks too big still though. Let's shrink it a little more. it's almost perfect. Oh, I like it.
Very nice. And you still have a little time because they're still talking.
I just don't know where I want to put it on screen yet, but it matches really nicely. I might try to adjust this a little bit more. Just for the sake of cleanliness on this image. Let me grab image canvas size. Let's go 700 again. 675. Mm, 650. That's not a bad spot for it. When I export it again though, I like how it updates in real time, that's really cool. I'll adjust that a little bit more in a second. I'll bind it a little bit tighter. Make sure what to. No, I like that. Give it a tiny little bit of buffer. There we go. Ha 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 ha. I got my little chat project done before guys died. Supposedly.
I don't know if that speaks more towards you or towards how much Gaius talks.
I don't know. I don't know, but I did it.
Either way, good job.
I just don't know where I want to put it right now because, like the only thing I have to figure out is where I want to put it. Because, like, I put it in the very bottom left corner down here. But if I did that, then it would cover up the in-game chat. So it kind of ends up looking like it's gonna hover. I think it's gonna end up hovering. I don't know if I like it there, but I don't know where else to put it.
の星のみならず、物質界、エーテル界、世界を成
I'm
す
going
すべて
to
の法則
look
が
at that
乱れるである。
copy.
そしてそれは星に救う病巣。
Uh,
ハイデリンが
might fix
勉
this
強。
text reference. I skipped it. I wanna fix it.
母なる星を守るためには病巣を焼き払い、断りを正さねばならない。そのためには我らの真なる神が再臨するほかない。我らアシエンの主、絶対の神の再臨にはこの地により大きな混沌が必要となる。そのためには神を狩るお前たちの力が邪魔となるのだ。この黒き城と共に消えるがいい。ハイデリンの光の使徒よ、闇に抱かれて消し飛べ。
Alright, I'm done fiddling with that for now. I don't know where else to put it. It covers up a couple people's names on the chat on the party side, but I don't really know about that. It did end up taking like an hour, or like 3 hours and 25 minutes that for me.
There's just so much dialogue.
So much dialogue, good lord. Thank you for parking. Well, that was an evening of mindless roulettes because I had no energy and no brains and no thoughts. I had fun though. It was kind of fun, just kind of existing.
Yay, existing! It's the best.
It's
Sometimes.
something. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the stream off. So, I'll still be around for a little bit, but I'm gonna wrap up here. So, I hope everybody enjoyed it. We're just gonna close out because we don't really have any chat right now, so it's fine. No need to look for anybody to see what's going on. So, I'm still doing 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Streaming 3 days a week. 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern. And I'll have the VOD up on YouTube, or I can be caught back here on Twitch or on Twitter at Nekomata. And in the meantime, hope everybody has a good time. Bye bye from another world. Say bye, Garby.
Good night, everybody.